Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I've been making some pockets to go in journals and it's using book pages. Now these came about because I was given some books. They're quite old, but they're in, at first I thought it was in French, but it is in fact I think Dutch or German. I'm totally not sure. So I don't know what the words say, and I didn't want to leave any of them showing because obviously they could be swear words or, you know, something naughty. So I did these last week, all in the sort of, well, mostly blue theme, and I zigzag stitched around those. There's one there that's yellow. That's just using a pad of paper of different colours, and I did these two last night, which I quite like this one because it's got like a pocket on an angle. So this is the tray that I sit with, have it on my knee just like this, and I've got my ink, my glue, and I keep another bottle of glue with me as well, and these are the book pages. And it's, I'll just get rid of that because I don't need it while I'm working on my desk. But that's the book pages. You can see here there's sort of brown around the edges. So it started by folding some, about a centimetre and a bit up, just to give the pocket some strength on the edge here. And obviously you can fold it as deep or as shallow as you wish. Now it's quite thick, this. You can see how it's taking a bit to fold it. Now I like to ink at the very edge of the pocket, then you know that it's a pocket. Then I decide the paper that I'm going to use, and I think it's best if you glue the papers in before you glue your pocket down. But I'm just going to glue this flap down, and it's nice to get a good stash of these ready to use if you do them sort of neutral. So this is the pad I'm using. It's just got all the same sort of colourway, but some's vellums and some is paper. See, that's a vellum one, you can see through there. In fact, that's another one that I was using, a blue one. I do have to put my glasses on, I'll be able to see which way up it goes there. So I'm going to stick that so that it's tucked in the pocket a bit. Just tear that, and I'm going to stick that there so the pocket will come over, and I'm going to stick some of this old paper. I think somebody might have sent me this in a swap, but I'm just going to tear some of it. You can see how brown it is, so it's quite old and it feels fairly delicate. So I'm going to stick that down the edge as well. So that will go like that. In fact, I might actually, no, I don't like the red. I don't like the red on it. So I'm going to put that there, and then the pocket will glue. So I need to get some glue on there, and I'll stick this brown one first. This glue's quite runny actually, and it's a new bottle. So let's just see, yeah, can you see how runny that is? I'll persevere with it. That's blocking up, so there's obviously lumps in it somewhere. Maybe it's quite old because I have had it upstairs in the drawer for quite a while. Just see if that's any better. I've yet to find a glue that doesn't clog up. I buy Anita's glue, and that goes quite thick, so you have to let that down with water. This glue is normally very good, Cosmic Shimmer, but obviously you can see that that's clogged up a bit, but that may be because it's quite old. Now I'm going to glue the pocket down, and if you don't have a sewing machine you don't have to sew, obviously. I do just like the effect of the zigzag stitching, but the last two I've made, I'm going to do a straight stitch and see what that looks like. Now I need something to, you see, I might just put some more of this old paper on and then leave it like that, and then if I'm using a kit from somebody, I can put something over it from the kit, some embellishment or some other paper. So I'm just going to, yeah, that'll just fit on there. Then I shall go and stitch these, but before I go and stitch them, I'm just going to do a pocket that's on an angle. See that? I don't think they look very much without any stitching. I think stitching really makes it. And let's just do one on an angle, and then I'll just take a break and go and stitch these on the machine. I do trim these down a little bit, because if you're putting them in your own journal, that might just be too wide to go in your journal. So I just trim the edges of the paper a wee bit. Again, I'm going to turn down about an inch just to give some strength, and then put an angle on. In fact, I should have done that before. It doesn't matter. I was going to say before I trimmed it. I'll just glue it, not glue it, ink it, and then I'm going to cut. Let's get some decent scissors. So where that meets there, I'm just going to trim that off so that it's straight, like so. And here I'm going to trim right up there, just to meet that angle of the paper, of the pocket there. Just get rid of that rubbish. See, like that? I'll just ink those edges there. Find another piece of paper to glue on. See if I can find a different colour. Got enough blues, I think, so I'm trying to find a different, some frames. They're quite nice, but it needs paper underneath. Very delicate though, so I don't want to force those back into the bag. I'm just trying to find a different colour so that it's a bit different. And I don't seem to have any different colours, so I'm going to stick with the green. So I'm going to stick that down, and I could just stick that over the side, which is what I'm going to do. I think that will look quite good, just framing the words promise of love. Get right into the corner. So that can be offset a little bit. Then glue the frame sort of to the side, but the promise of love is within the frame. So I'm just going to put odd dots of glue all over that. And then I shall take them to the sewing machine. See, just to the side, so that I'm hiding some of the words on the book page. Stick that down. Right, let's just glue this flap down. It's getting a wee bit cooler here in Spain at the minute. We're into halfway through September, but it is still quite humid during the day. A little bit cooler at night, but we'll be moaning in the winter that it's too cold, as we do. So I'm going to just offset that piece and then trim it around. So I'm going to put glue all round there. I'll have the picture side up, so I'm going to just leave a little edge there but then trim from underneath, because I will be going round with the sewing machine. Right, let's get rid of that. Put the top on the glue, and I'm going to go to the sewing machine, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, I've just stitched all these now, and I did the first two with a straight stitch like so, and I decided that I prefer it in a zigzag. I just think it sets it off a little bit better. So I've left the ends, but what I do like to do is pull the ends through, like I've pulled that through from the start. I don't know if you can see this. See, just pull it through, and then I just tie it in a knot, just to secure the stitches, and then you can either cut them off right close or just leave them. Some people like them left. I'll see when I decide to stick them in. So that's one done. I'm going to stick some words on actually. Let me just find something here in my stash. There's a few words down there. These are from Michelle Flynn on Antonio Makes Facebook group. She must have given these out as a freebie. So just find something that's suitable. Creativity. Now it's a bit bright, so I'm going to darken it down. I think this is black pigment ink, so I'm just going to dab it on, make it look a bit dirtier, if you know what I mean. And then we'll stick that on somewhere near there. You can decorate as when you know which journal it's going in a bit more, but you can just use any. I'm going to leave that blank for now, just leave it as that, and then when I know where it's going. That one I quite like as it is. I do like these angled pockets, I think they look quite nice. You do these in all different colourways. I don't think the straight stitching looks quite as nice as the zigzag, but that's just my preference. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So I'm quite pleased with those different. I'm going to do more of them obviously, because I'll be sat there watching TV tonight. So yes, quite pleased with those. Put the lid on my glue. So thanks for joining me today, and I shall see you all next time. Bye.